Your pelvis bone is, and right below your pelvis bone, there's a tensor fasciae lata muscle in here, and it's supposed to be a little valley here, and this is sticking up out of your body. See how I feel that like rope piece there? That should be a flat band instead of a round. Is that okay? So what this does, it makes your pelvis turn down and forward, and it puts the bone, shoves it up in your low back. And nobody ever works here. So what you do is a lacrosse ball would be your new best friend.
Okay.
It'll be where my elbow is.
Gotcha.
And you see how there's a drop there, then there's muscle up here, then there's more muscle up here again. That should be all one uniform piece of muscle. So we're kind of molding it, we're kind of rocking it side to side, we're kind of rocking it the opposite way the muscle goes. So that forces blood flow and circulation into that area. So that little band right there, that doesn't belong there. So you get 5 or 6 of these down your legs, your IT bands, your adductors and everything, and up here, it ruins everything. It makes it difficult for you to perform the task you want to perform. And then you can slowly roll up here a little bit more, then you kind of roll up onto your glutes. You just roll onto your side a little bit more to your back a little bit, and you just come right down this line. But as soon as you feel the pelvis bone, it's just right below it.
Okay.
Pelvis right here, and so we're just going to go like a ½ an inch below where the bone of the pelvis is. And we're just going to go right down and out in the little gap right below the pelvis. And all we're doing is creating some spacing here. Then when you have the lacrosse ball, will be right where my elbow is, and you can just move the ball. It's not big giant movements, it's very small, subtle movements. And then you can move back towards, you get a little bit farther back before it gets in towards your glutes a little bit. So that spot's not supposed to be there, see, so we're gonna kind of rock, make a little space there. And you can't expect, if you had things in your body for years, it's not going to leave in one session, but you get the right idea of how to get it to leave. And then when you roll more towards your back, then you can put the lacrosse ball right here.
That's kind of my area.
Yeah, when you put the ball there, you can lift your leg up and you can lower your leg back down, bend your knee and let it go fold out to the side, bring it back in. Any kind of movements that you can do to move it around with the ball there, that's an active release therapy. So it's you're breaking the muscle up, but you're also doing movement at the same time. And that gives you more range of motion faster. And all you want is like 5 or 10 minutes. You don't want to be, because people do it for a half hour, 45 minutes, and the next day they're totally injured.
Oh gosh, yeah. The back pain has just gotten it's just something I live with all the time now. And then if I run, it's always bad for like the first 2 days after.
Right.
It's like gotten used to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have a standing desk at work, and I prefer to stand, I don't like to sit down the whole time. But I can't do it because my back hurts.
Right.
Like I have to sit, stand, sit, stand.
Yeah. So it has like that hump there, that's not supposed to be like that. Is that okay?
Yeah.
So there's some bones in there too, but we're just going to try and stick with the muscle. Because when you stand, your hips are just like a little bit in front of you. But everyone just tells you that. That's why I didn't say anything to you, because everyone can just tell you anything. What I like to do is just start to work on people and show them. And a lot of people they'll give you bands to work on, squats and side rotation, all kinds of things like that. The whole thing, you being a nurse, you can appreciate this. If you got a long piece of muscle and you have knots, and like a rubber band twisting it up, knots, the power of that muscle stops where the knot is. And that's just it.
Yeah.
Then you make it some more past that, but it cuts it down a lot. So anything that someone's trying to get you to do, and there's a dysfunction in what you basically have before to get you to do anything, it doesn't matter. See, this has been causing you grief. I can tell this has been here for a few years probably. Oh my God, Kelly. You've been suffering for a long time. No one's helped you with this.
No.
My God. Well, I'm glad I got a chance to meet you today.
Yeah, I knew she would.
So one thing I can tell just by how tight the muscles are, when we loosen this tension up, that there has to be some relief because the muscles doesn't have so much tension. So again, these muscles are going a long way, so we're going right down this line and we're going across the fiber side to side like that. And how come we're doing that? Blood flow and circulation. Because every time you have these tight spots like this, so people that have cold feet sometimes, it's just because they have really tight hamstrings.
Good to see you.
So we're getting your adductor here now, and this controls your balance and the alignment of your body. And again, with this thin band of its own, that's not supposed to be there. And then when you find individual tight spots like that, I'll pulse them a little bit, rock them around. It's like a crossword. It's like you have to figure it out. You can't see inside there, but I know how it's supposed to feel. And then I just figure out from there. Once I go down the whole line, then come back up, then I make a plan. You just don't want any super tight spots and then the spot where the tissue's all real loose.
Yeah.
And that's what stops you when you're doing long running and stuff. Like, see, this spot right here doesn't even belong in your body.
Yeah.
Well, you're a real champion, I'll tell you. But, see, you actually have a little bit of space there. Because what happens once you leave it alone, then it wants to go back to its original spot again.
Yeah.
So you have to go back and forth 2 or 3 times, and then the body starts to decide, okay, maybe I'm supposed to move over there. I forgot to tell you, I have nothing but champions come on my table. If you make it to my
Really?
to my table, you're a champion. I don't get anybody else, only champions.